So what can governments do to ease it? Well, first, it depends on the source of inflation. But the broad idea is that governments want to bring down price increases to a manageable and stable level, both for businesses and consumers. Let's start with the demand side. So governments, through their central banks, can decrease demand by increasing interest rates. So whether you're buying a house and taking out a loan to do so, or if you're charging things to your credit card, higher interest rates mean higher borrowing costs. And so those costs are going to go up, and that means less money to spend on other things. However, it also incentivizes savings. So a lot of savings accounts give you small interest payments when you put your money in the bank. Those interest payments are also going to go up. Now, on the other side, governments can also cut spending or increase taxes, and the broad idea is that there's less money sloshing around to spend things on. Now, let's think about the supply side. It's a little bit trickier, but governments can still do something. In some cases, governments might have special reserves to lessen the damage. Think strategic oil reserves. But not all countries have these, or they're not large enough to have an impact. The second thing governments can do in the longer term is create an environment that incentivizes businesses to produce more. So let's think about a competitive environment. So you want to avoid situations where you have just one or a few firms setting prices in one industry. So, for example, let's say that we live in a small town and there's just one pizza place. That one pizza place could charge us whatever they wanted to get those pizzas. Now, consider competing pizza places coming in. That firm is probably going to reduce its prices in order to keep its customers. Now, stepping back, in reality, sometimes we both have too much demand and too little supply. So it's a balancing act, and governments often use a mix of policies to help tame inflation. So with that said, I'm going to buy some lunch to tame my appetite. Please be sure to send all of your questions to askanaeconomist@imf.org. I'll see you next time.